Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Micah Parsons sends two-word message to Cowboys on OTA absence. Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons was absent from OTAs on Tuesday as his contract drama continues to drag on. Parsons is heading into the final year of his rookie deal, and it's widely expected that the Cowboys will sign him to a long-term contract extension that would make him among the highest-paid non-quarterbacks in the league. While there has been some discussion, nothing has been agreed on. Parsons attended the first day of OTAs but was notably absent on the second. With his contract situation unresolved, every move he makes will draw heightened scrutiny. However, new head coach Brian Schottenheimer is not too concerned about Parsons being in and out of the voluntary workouts. When he's here, he's been great. And again, it's all voluntary. So guys are in and out, some guys come to meetings, some guys come to practice, some guys are just here getting treatment and things like that, Schottenheimer said. And that's not just specific to Micah, it's specific to all the guys. Micah Parsons responds to backing from Cowboys HC Brian Schottenheimer. Play. The Cowboys have emphasized the importance of Parsons stepping into a larger leadership role amid ongoing contract negotiations. Schottenheimer praised Parsons for showing up on the first day of OTAs and earlier voluntary workouts. The first couple of days, we're doing some team-building things, for culture. We're trying to create one of the greatest cultures in professional sports. Micah is going to be a leader for us. He wants to be a leader for us. He's going to do that, Schottenheimer said. I felt like it was very important for him to be here to begin that process. Again, it's a voluntary camp, but the fact that he did that means a lot to me. Parsons responded to the statement by his head coach on social media, writing, "Big trust." Cowboys star Micah Parsons shut down handshake deal chatter. The Cowboys and Parsons have spoken openly about their extension talks. There were reports that Parsons and Jerry Jones had a handshake deal done on his new contract, but Parsons called cap on that in a message on social media. Ahead of the draft, Cowboys COO and EVP Stephen Jones said there was some distance between the number Parsons wants and what the team is offering at this point. You look around the league at most of these players who are getting these very top contracts, it does take time ultimately to get there, and believe me, if we could sign Micah to a number we wanted to sign him to, we do it right now, Jones said. But right now, there's a difference in what we feel is the right number, and what he feels like is the right number. The Cowboys have had a recent habit of dragging out contract talks. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb both received lucrative deals last season, but the Cowboys went down to the wire on both. Lamb ended up missing all of training camp and Prescott's got done just before Week 1. Eagles' A.J. Brown offers surprise take on huge NFC East trade. After putting together a dominant 2024 season and winning the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles enter the 2025 season as favorites to win the division yet again. Even so, the NFC East should be more competitive in 2025 than it was in 2024. The Dallas Cowboys should be in store for a bounce-back season after making significant additions this offseason. Dallas added running backs Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders in free agency. Then, during the draft, they selected offensive guard Tyler Booker and defensive end Donovan Ezeruwaku with their first two picks. Following the draft, the Cowboys made a huge trade. On May 7, Dallas finalized a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers to acquire George Pickens. Pickens is expected to add another element to the Cowboys' offense alongside CeeDee Lamb. Though Eagles fans don't seem to be worried about Pickens, Eagles players are giving him respect. On Monday afternoon, a video surfaced of A.J. Brown talking about Pickens going to Dallas. Brown said, "I like that, I'm not gonna lie. We gonna have to worry about him for sure. I do like the trade, I like the competition. I like George Pickens, I like CeeDee Lamb, and that collab." Brown added that it will bring the best out of Philadelphia. A.J. Brown is worried about the duo of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Although Brown's comments are the opposite of how many people assess this trade, his opinion is based on respect for the player. While Pickens may only have one 1,000-yard season in his career, the quarterbacks he played with in Pittsburgh were terrible. Brown likely recognizes this, and given they play the same position, he sees the talent the 24-year-old possesses and believes he can be more successful with a better quarterback. Sure, Pickens has questions surrounding his attitude and maturity. But if you ask Brown fans, questioning your attitude only adds more fuel to make you better. That said, it's totally fair for Eagles fans to question if Pickens will actually help the Cowboys. Thankfully, fans don't have to wait too long to see if their hypothesis is correct since the two teams are playing on opening night. Eagles standout sends warning about Cowboys after Pickens trade. The Dallas Cowboys caught the attention of Philadelphia Eagles star A.J. Brown with their bold trade for wide receiver George Pickens. Pickens arrived in Dallas via trade earlier in May. The Cowboys sent a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers for Pickens and a 2027 sixth-round pick. As usual, the Eagles will see the Cowboys twice next season, including a matchup right out of the gate on September 4th for the NFL opener. Brown sees the Cowboys as an increased threat with Pickens teaming up with CeeDee Lamb. I like that, the Pickens trade. I ain't gonna lie. We're going to have to worry about them, the Cowboys, for sure, Eagles star wide receiver A.J. Brown said. We're going to have to worry about them. No, I like the trade. I do like the trade, like the competition. I like George Pickens, I like CeeDee Lamb. And that collab, it's going to be exciting to watch because all that does is bring the best out of us. So, if we know how they're coming, we are going to have to step it up. The Cowboys now have a dynamic duo in Lamb and Pickens. Lamb is a four-time Pro Bowler and should find some extra open space with defenses having to account for Pickens. The duo previously trained together in the offseason and Lamb sees it as a perfect pairing. We complement each other very well, Lamb said. He's a tall figure, his ability to go up and get the ball at the highest point is amazing. He's up there with the best guys in the league as far as 50-50 balls, deep threat, anything as far as running routes, it's pretty good. It's good to see. Play. Pickens arrived in Dallas with some character concerns stemming from his time in Pittsburgh, but early impressions have been overwhelmingly positive. I knew who he was as a player, obviously just watching him with the Steelers and how passionate he is about the game. I think they kind of get it confused once you're so passionate about something you're willing to do anything for, Lamb said. As far as winning goes, and I mean just being happy in an organization, not saying he wasn't, not saying that he was, but I mean you never know. He hasn't stopped smiling since he got here, so I'll start with that. Cowboys QB Dak Prescott, Pickens very talented. Pickens, a second-round pick in 2022, comes with some big upside and untapped potential. He amassed 174 receptions for 2,841 yards and 12 touchdowns across 48 games with the Steelers. Pickens' standout season came in 2023, recording 63 catches for 1,140 yards and 5 touchdowns. One of the big beneficiaries of the trade will be quarterback Dak Prescott, who called the acquisition of Pickens huge. I mean, just look at that guy's tape, you see what he does, the kind of receiver that he is, he's going to win a one-on-ones. He can win 2 versus 1 if he has to, Prescott said. Very, very talented guy when you can add him alongside of CeeDee and the rest of the weapons that we have. I'm super excited. Prescott is recovering from off-season hamstring surgery but has been cleared for all activities except contact. The Cowboys quarterback was on the field during OTAs this week, working with Lamb and new addition Pickens to start building early chemistry.